So allow me, please, in the meantime, to introduce myself. My name is Ernestina. I am the founder of Share. Share is a newly born educational platform and consortium dedicated to unique, worldwide well-being, wellness-focused hotels, resorts, and venues. And today we have joining us two exceptional properties. For the principle of wellness not being one size fits all, and you might know it better than myself, different clients need different type of wellness. And sometimes the same client also need in different times of their life, different type of wellness. So here today we have Palazzo Fiuggi joining us from Italy, and we have Dwarika's sanctuary joining us from the Himalayan mountain of Nepal. So two different approaches to wellness, as I said. So allow me to tell you a little bit more of the event flow. Palazzo Fiuggi will be the very first presenting. The presentation will start for them about 15 minutes, after which we will give you the chance to pop in the chat box questions. Then we will move to Dwarika Sanctuary and we will basically repeat the same. If perhaps not all of your questions will be answered, no worries, because by tomorrow you're going to receive a follow-up to this webinar with a recording and a survey, a quiz that you will be asked to go through, and also the answers to the questions. But the answers to the questions are always published in the section What We Do webinar of our website, which should shortly pop up in our chat box. And now allow me to hand over to Dr. Fabrizio Di Salvio. Dr. Fabrizio is the nutritionist and lead doctor of Palazzo Fiuggi, and we have supporting him from the commercial department of the property, Antonello Russo. So over to you, please.
Hi, everybody. Thanks to all of you for inviting Palazzo Fiuggi to this webinar. And I think that we could start with our presentation. And so, please, Antonello.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Antonello, Sales and Marketing Coordinator of Palazzo Fiuggi, and we thank you for participating for the presentation, and we start. So, Palazzo Fiuggi Wellness Medical Spa is located. It's a five-star luxury hotel located in Fiuggi, near to Rome, in Italian Health Valley, and the unique selling points in Palazzo Fiuggi is very important and very important and very strategic for us. For example, we have our programs that give us an important result to improve the medical and the wellness part. Also, we have importance for the Fiuggi water, healing Fiuggi water, very important for our program for the diuretic property. Also, other unique selling points is food as medicine. For Heinz Beck, Tristan Michelin create a lot of menu based on an anti-inflammatory food line. Also, the most important in our hotel is the wellness and medical aspect. We have important aspect from nutrition, for cardiology, and also for the wellness part, we have an important guru for example, for the therapeutic and Chinese medicine. Also, Palazzo Fiuggi have a perfect locations and strategic position. It's 1 hour from Rome and 1 hour and 30 from Naples, and the location is at 700 meters above sea level with a pure oxygen and without pollution. So it's a very green valley. In our program, there are 4 pillars that join in a holistic dimension. The first pillar is medicine and prevention, very important for the diagnostic part and for the therapy. Also, we have a general well-being, wellness and therapeutic treatment that with performed manually and innovative technologies by our important therapist. Also, another pillar is Movement Lab. It's a laboratory with our partnership high performance method that give an important evaluation to achieve the goals for a specific program. And also the nutrition, like Heinz Beck create a lot of menu according to the program, to following the program. So the position is located 1 hour from Rome and 1 hour and 30 from Naples. It's very near to our airport, and there is in an ancient valley without pollution and very, very fresh air. And so very important for the privacy and for achieve the goals for the program. And now we give the words to our head, Dr. Fabrizio, that explain better the Fiuggi water and the programs.
So, as you can read on the slide, Fiuggi water is well known since the 13th century. And at Palazzo Fiuggi, water is not just hydration, it's a therapeutic tool because our mineral-rich Fiuggi water supports, thanks to the sulfate ions that are released by the ferns that we can find in the source, kidney detoxification, metabolic activation, cellular cleansing. It will be helpful in the early stage of kidney signs and in early stages of high blood pressure. So we can combine the Fiuggi water with Mediterranean medical philosophy, where water, sunlight, movement, and nutrition could act together to restore physiological balance. So Palazzo Fiuggi combines medical science, nature to deliver this measurable result, from detox and weight loss to longevity and regeneration, while ensuring every guest could continue their transformation even after they leave. And for our programs, we have the first one, that is the longevity, that is our signature program. It's designed to reset metabolism, to optimize energy, and to slow biological aging through advanced diagnostic, through targeted therapies and precision nutrition. And we don't just improve how guests feel, we improve how their body functions long term. And if you want the most powerful reset, we offer it. And this is the longevity program. And longevity upgrades how your body works. It's not a stay for the guests, not just a stay. It's a long-term performance investment. The deep detox, it's about unloading what the body no longer needs by activating liver, lymphatic system, and gut pathways. The guests experience a rapid sense of lightness, clarity, and renewed energy, often within just a few days. And this is the fastest way to reset our body. In the optimal weight, we talk not just about restriction. It's about metabolic intelligence because we're going to rebalance insulin, we improve body composition, and we guide guests toward sustainable weight loss while preserving muscle and vitality. This is where weight loss finally works. We don't starve, we reprogram metabolism. Guests lose fat, keep muscle, and live with a system they can maintain. The recovery and performance and hiking for longevity are linked together. The hiking for longevity is based on movement, but even on the green environment, buds, new leaves, spring light, because those has a measurable effect. They reduce cortisol, they activate parasympathetic nervous system, and improve mood and cognitive function. And it is perfectly aligned with the Shinrin-yoku principle, the forest bathing. Nature, it's a biologically anti-stress therapy. And in recovery and performance is a program designed to restore the body and to enhance function, whether post-injury or for active individuals. We combine physiotherapy, osteopathy, and advanced recovery to bring guests back stronger, more mobile, and pain-free. The wellness break are programs that are programmed to help the guests to reset and relax themselves. And for the regenerate program, we have a true nervous system reset, improving sleep, mental clarity, and we would like the guests could reconnect with calm, focus, and sustainable energy. And for the next slide, everything is scientific based, and the blood tests are decided based on the programs, but are even personalized on medical history and goals. They are designed to assess metabolic health, inflammation, hormonal balance, and we are used to track measurables outcome. We have even second level tests like MRI, CT scan, and visit with all kind of specialists. And we observe, thanks to our diagnostic center, decrease in the inflammation markers like CRP-SR, decrease the insulin resistance marker. For the lipid profile, we have seen the strongest effect on triglycerides, minus 23%, with a major impact on cardiometabolic risk. We observe less total and LDL cholesterol, minus 8.2% and minus 9.3%. So this is important for a reduction in the atherogenic profile, minus 5.9% in the blood sugar. So we have even improved the insulin sensitivity, and minus 3% on the body weight. We can merge, we can combine everything with a holistic treatment to stimulate the detox pathways, lymphatic, liver, and renal, to reduce cortisol and systemic inflammation, to improve circulation, and to stimulate mitochondrial function in order to modulate our immune system for a metabolic activation thanks to our thermal therapies, and for nervous system reset thanks to breathing exercise and relaxation technique. One of the even main point is the nutrition, that it's designed by Heinz Beck, and thanks to the contribution of our medical experts. It's not keto, it's not restrictive. It's, we can say, a metabolically intelligent nutrition that is focused on seasonal and anti-inflammatory ingredients from the surrounding, high fiber, gut supportive meals with a controlled glycemic load, and it's inspired by neuronutrition principle supporting brain clarity, mood, and stress resilience. Everything is balanced to optimize the neurotransmitters balance through food. So every meal is seen as a therapeutic intervention disguised as a fine dining. And aesthetic medicine. Let's say that the aesthetic approach in Palazzo Fiuggi is regenerative. It's not just cosmetic and it's not artificial. That's because the skin reflects internal health. So we enhance skin quality by stimulating natural process. The treatments stimulates collagen, microcirculation, and cellular renewal, delivering elegant and long-lasting results. So we don't change how you look. We upgrade your skin from within, natural, refined, and long-lasting. So the guests look like themselves, but just better. And the guest journey does not end at the checkout because Palazzo Fiuggi is not a spa, it's a medical ecosystem where science, nature, and lifestyle converge to regenerate the human body.
Dr. Di Salvio,
Yeah.
apologies if I interrupt you. It is time to ask our audience if there are any questions you might respond. I know you're missing still a little bit of slides, but maybe as soon as the questions arise, we can please don't be shy in the audience. So far we have listened to all the programs that Palazzo Fiuggi puts in place to enhance longevity. Longevity is probably one of the most inflated wellness words nowadays, but longevity is driven through a lot of other functions. So we talk about deep detox. So do you have any questions for Dr. Di Salvio or for Antonello? So we have, what is the price point and what is the price point, Antonello, if you may please respond, from which price your every
Yes.
night stay starts?
So our entry-level room, the price start is 710 euro in double single use and 910 euro in double room. For the program, the length of stay is 7 nights. And for example, the starting price of program is optimal weight is 5,550 euro. And is in this program there are medical treatment, wellness treatment, full board, so food line included, and movement treatment.
Perfect. That gives us a better idea. Thank you. And then we have, what would be the average duration for the longevity programs?
The duration for longevity program is 7 nights, 10 nights, 4 nights, and also if there are any requests starting from 15 nights, they are available to have a long longevity stay.
Perfect. Which tour operators can they book through?
The tour operators can book through with our booking office. So we give you in our portal the correct mail booking at palazzofiuggi.com. That because we work with our office tailor-made for every guest.
So I would say Fiona is the one popping the question. No worries, we will respond. You will have these answers published in our website under the section What We Do webinar. And then the last comment is very interesting property from Andrea. Impressive. I love that you also think of skin integrity, which is very important for her as she has a background as holistic skincare therapist. And this is her specialization as travel advisor as well. Antonello, do you wish to add on one last thing, which is very important for the audience to know on the why they should book Palazzo Fiuggi? Which is your why?
So Palazzo, I give it to advice to choose Palazzo Fiuggi for our for the so especially for the privacy for the guests. The guest can answer to achieve a goals. For example, lose the weight, detoxifying our body, or just for relax like wellness break program. So the guests arrive and change their life and their health situation. And so Palazzo Fuji with our medical and wellness expert help the guests to achieve this result. And this and
So transform the lifestyles and ultimately the lives. But I also know, if I may add on, you have a beautiful location. So you are close to Rome, close to Amalfi Coast, close to a lot of hallmarks of the region, and you are immersed in a beautiful park and surrounded by hills, and that's where you do perform the hiking for longevity. Am I right?
exactly,
So
exactly.
perfect. Perfect. Thanks, everybody. We move into our next property, Dwarika Sanctuary, and from the hillside, the hilltop of Italy, central Italy, we move to the Himalayan mountains of Nepal. And here we have today three amazing panelists. We have Renee Vijay Shrestha Einhaus, who is the CEO of the whole Dwarika's collection, accompanied by his team. We have Sivaraman Eaganathan, who is the yoga master of the property, bringing in years on years of experience in this discipline. And then we have Dr. Sanjay Pokhare. Apologies, I had to make sure I correct your name properly. And over to you, Renee, please, to tell us a little bit more about your experience. We move from a medical-led and diagnostic, scientifically proven data that the Palazzo Fiuggi offers into a more holistic way of doing well-being, where together with the Ayurvedic tradition, we have also the approach to the spiritual side of well-being. And the spiritual side takes it from the Buddhist medicine. So please, over to you. Over to you to tell us more.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, Ernestina. Really appreciate it. And we're really happy to explain a little bit about Dwarika Sanctuary and what we do and what we stand for. So Dwarika Sanctuary is part of the Dwarika's collection, and we built the Dwarika Sanctuary because what we found is that these two philosophies of Hinduism and Buddhism have a lot of cultural connection to actual well-being practices that are now found throughout the world. If we talk about yoga, it's a spiritual process in Hinduism. The Adi Yogi, the person who brought yoga to the world, was Shiva, is a Hindu god, right? If you talk about meditation, mindfulness, breath work, all these concepts arrive from Hinduism and Buddhism and have all cultural context and context to the lifestyle that is prevalent in the Himalayas, in Nepal, India, and the subcontinent since thousands of years. And what we want to do at the Dwarika Sanctuary is we want to reconnect. We want to reconnect to this lifestyle that was here thousands of years ago and take out the well-being how it was meant to be, designed by the Vedas, designed by the Buddhist medicine. And that's what we find in the Dwarika Sanctuary. And we put you into a setting of the Himalayas. So we have beautiful mountain views, what you can see here on the slide. 。 Yes.
Yes. No, yes, top.
Where the slide is hanging.
It's okay. This might happen.
I think the slide is hanging. So
Tell us about tell us about your why. Why should the audience book Dwarika Sanctuary?
So the why is basically, so what we're trying to do at the Dwarika Sanctuary is we try to put you in a certain environment that, because I mean, every one of you has clients that are of different level of these practices. Some are doing this on a daily basis, some are doing this, for the first time. What we're trying to do at the Dwarika Sanctuary, we're trying to create an atmosphere, an environment for your clients and in these retreats that this deeply personal journey may receive the best outcome. Now, what do I mean by that is, for example, if I would, put you into a meditation practice and we do this on a 5-lane highway road, or I put you into a meditation practice in front of the Himalayas, in front of the beautiful mountains with a nice nature surrounding, in a very, quiet environment, your outcome of the same practice would be severely different. And that's why the Dwarika's sanctuary actually exists. We're trying to put every client in this personal journey into that environment that they may achieve their best result in this personal journey that we send them on. So the Dwarika Sanctuary, what we do is we start with a 3-night stay that is curated for our clients, and there's a framework with certain experiences that we put our clients through. The first experience is always to meeting our Ayurvedic doctor, and then these 3-day flow. This gets then customized according to the requirements of the individual. So you can see here that the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. How does this 3-night basically look like? So we have very interesting, very different kind of facilities that are again reconnecting that original knowledge from the Vedas, from Buddhist medicine to these today very prevalent techniques of meditation and yoga. And it's trying to create that environment again. What I mean by that, for example, we have a crystal room for meditation. Now, why do we put a person into a crystal room for meditation? Shivaram will tell us a little bit about what are the benefits of this and what actually happens in this kind of meditation.
Yes, sir. Meditation is very important for our life nowadays, and we have created a wonderful, very unique space for such meditations. In the crystal house, we have thousands of Himalayan crystals. In this space, when you meditate, you can feel the depthness. Crystals usually used for cleansing the aura, protecting the energy, and this place very unique to take the practitioner deep into meditative state.
Yeah, so crystals we believe have certain cleansing and certain healing energies. So these are all Himalayan crystals that we have collected and created a room out of it. Similarly, we have created a room out of pure Himalayan rock salt. Now, rock salt have certain benefits, certain minerals that are beneficial for our body. And Dr. Sanjay will explain a little bit about what we do in the crystal room, in the salt room, and what are the benefits.
Thank you. Basically, when we talk about the salt room, we have specially designed this room with the raw rock crystal of the Himalayan pink salt, which have a lot of minerals loaded in it. And there are a lot of scientific validated data is that when you do some breath work or the meditation practices in this salt room or the salt environment, the air consisting of these micro minerals of the salt, it cleanses, like it has multiple levels of work. Direct impact would be on your respiratory system. On the respiratory system, it cleanses your respiratory system, meaning it like slows down the mucus production. Here, it acts as a bronchodilator effect. It instantly, like 15-20 minutes of practice inside this room, gives you a instant connection and it gives you a instant relief in terms of breathing easiness, especially for those having asthma or any breathing difficulties. And not only for breathing, it also acts equally well for your skin health. The mineral environment inside the salt room has been proven to give a very positive impact on your skin. And not only on that, when you meditate and do the breath work in this, the level of mind, you can go more deeper into the state of meditation, and not only with this spiritual practice, with the added medicinal values directly, which can be experienced. So the Sal House is one of the unique offering. This experience is one of the unique experience directly on the lap of Himalayas. Yeah, thank you.
So, like I said, for us, it's important to put you into that environment, to put our guests into this environment. So we have these activities. So we have the crystal room, we have salt, we have the Himalayas. So we try to take advantage also of our location in front of the mountains. So you have these 8,000 meters mountains surrounding you. We do open air yoga. We do also a lot of spiritual connections. So this is a nine plant balancing. So we believe that, we have the cosmotic energies. I think in the Western you have seven planets. In Eastern planets, we believe in nine planets. So we have this nine planet balancing activities that we do in the morning with the guest, which is a spiritual experience. We have a lot of different spaces for the guests to reconnect to themselves, to experience, what the Vedas, what this Himalayan well-being lifestyle is about. We have, for example, which is quite interesting, is a Shiva Linga meditation maze. So normally, meditation as something where you sit down. This is a meditation maze, what you walk through. So it's a guided meditation that we do with Shivaram Guru, which is done in the morning at 7 a.m. So you walk barefoot on the morning dew. So this has certain beneficial effects for your body. We have chakra chamber rooms where we do chakra meditations. And as again, this is guided. Dr. Shiram Guru will, look at the chakras and the alignment, and then maybe consult with you which kind of chakra chambers you should be meditating in and what kind of meditation you should be practicing that. We have a meditation cave. So this is something very similar to sound healing. So this is a sound medication. So the vibration of the sound in the cave gives a very relaxing effect. So we have a lot of these kind of activities that we do with our guests, and that are incorporated in these daily flows that we put our guests through according to the consultation that they have with our doctor, and then the detailed program is designed. Our spa is called Panchakosha. So Panchakosha means we have 5 different layers of being. So in this spa treatments, we try to address these 5 different levels of being. So we have different treatments that address these different levels of being. Doctor will tell us a little bit more about this.
Yes, thank you. So when we talk about Panchakosha in our ancient Himalayan philosophy, we believe that there are not only that physical level of being, there are more subtle levels of our being, and we believe there are 5 in number. Then the first one being the Annamaya Kosha, the first layer, which is called physical body, that we address with like how do we address that with good nutrition, pure sattvic diet, and some external practices like yoga, and then physical exercise, outdoor activities, and giving a good rest and sleep to the body to address that physical layer of the body. But when we go a little more deeper, the pranamaya kosha, or the energy sheath of our body, the vital energy force that we balance through multiple breath work, the pranayama, the breathing techniques in the yoga, which is been practiced from thousands of years in Himalayas, and then getting connected to the mother nature, earthing yourself to the nature, and then the rhythmic activities like being in the nature, kind of the things balances your energy seat of your body. And further, more deeper, when it goes to the manomaya kosha, the mental seat of the body, we focus on meditation, the mental hygiene kind of the thing, the mental detox kind of the things, the chanting practices, different kind of the chanting with different vibration. Those practices we address more on the mental seat, and even more deeper, we believe the fourth seat being the Vijnanamaya Kosha, or the wisdom seat of our body, even more deeper, that can be made into a good balance with the Swadhyaya, which is called like self-study and having an analytical mind and going into deeper, like introspective kind of the learning, ethical living kind of the things addresses that Vijnanamaya Kosha. And finally, the ultimate, the bliss, the Anandamaya Kosha, the ultimate bliss seat of our body gets activated, and we do certain practices like Yoga Nidra or some selfless services which gets connected to the universal larger purpose, not only for the individual self, for the purposeless service for the whole universe. This kind of the activity, the bhakti yoga, the prayer, chanting, and gratitude kind of the things are more targeted for the bliss kind of the activity. So all these five levels, we don't only provide the Ayurvedic treatment, which looks more on the physical level, but we connect it to the deeper five levels, and we have different practices addressing that, so you'll get a holistic benefit in a very traditional Himalayan way of practice. Yeah, thank you.
So, if you talk about, our rooms, our living spaces. So our living spaces are designed keeping, these philosophies that we're following in mind. So, it's again setting that environment. Of course, we present the beautiful mountains to you. The rooms are very spacious. Our amenities, they speak about our rituals, about our Ayurvedic rituals. For example, we have an Ayurvedic foot oil. We have Ayurvedic cream that is given to you. We have scarves of the color of the day because we believe that certain planetic energies exist in certain days. So there, these small details are there, but also the design of the room. There are rudrakshas that are hanging around the curtain because we believe that the tear of Shiva has certain cleansing elements for the room itself. So those are put in the corners of the room, that there's a certain energy to it. So it basically follows, it goes through the entire, it goes from all the activities, experiences, well-being treatments to, where you stay. Everything has been designed with a certain purpose. Similarly, the food that we cater to you is all based on our organic farms. So we have 4 organic farms throughout the country. Uh, you may know that Nepal is a very diversified country. So we go from 8,800 meters to 70 meters above sea level. So we have very high different altitudes from our different farms, and the menus are drawn from our farms that we have. And what we also do, we try to take you beyond the borders of the sanctuary. So we work with the monastery, which is called Nama Buddha, one of the most important Tibetan monasteries in Nepal. It's about a 2.5 hour hike away. We also take you to our organic farm. You can see a picture here on the right. When we do retreats, we design these retreats together with you if you want to customize those. And then sometimes for these retreats, we also include activities at this Tibetan monastery. We
Rene,
do our, yes,
apologies if I interrupt you. It is
yes,
time we leave some space for question and answers.
sure,
And
sure.
there have been, while you three were talking, extremely interesting, I have to say, quite a few questions for both you and Palazzo Fiuggi as well.
Yes.
So the first question is Dwarika okay for people with no previous knowledge of these types of wellness activities and experiences?
Yes, totally. It's totally okay to have not, because what we're doing is we're trying to set that environment for you. So it doesn't matter if you do it for the first time or if you're doing this on a daily basis. Our instructors are trained to look at the level of each of the individuals and cater to that individual and try to create that environment for that individual that he or she may get the best benefit out of the practice that they're going to do.
Amazing. Next question. Respecting the fact that the sanctuary is a wellness space, would you say it may not be suitable for travelers who just want to relax for a few days without following a schedule, having just been traveling for a few weeks with a guide, or may have returned from a trek, as it often becomes the last place before they return home? Maybe Sher can
So,
send us the non-wellness programs that the sanctuary suggests, assuming
yes.
guests have to
So
book
what
a
we
3 nights.
so
We will, Harsha, definitely. Thank you for the
so
suggestion.
what we do is, we have a 3 night stay, which we suggest. Obviously, if you look at what you're paying for, you're not only paying for a room with beautiful views, you're paying for all these activities that are included into the room, for the food that's included into the price and everything else. But this is not a mandatory program. Like I said, this is a personal journey. If you just want to rest, you just want to, lie at, we have two different pools. We have a beautiful infinity pool in front of the mountains. We have an indoor pool. If you just want to do that, you be our guest, you do that. If you want to, take part in every single activity, which we have not even, there was not enough time to display all of the activities that we have. It's up to you. Like we say, it's a personal journey which we want to send our guests on. But if they just look for relaxation, that is fine with us. It's a beautiful spot to come at the end of your trip once you come back from the mountains from a busy trek. And just
The
relax
connection is a
for
bit
3 days.
yeah. The connection is
And
a
you
bit
may do
blurred
one
sometimes.
touch. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me
Yes.
now? So
Yes.
you may go for 5 activities, you may go for none, you may just go for the massage, or you may just enjoy the food. So it's really up to the individual to decide, what he wants to take out of his journey with us. So we
Um,
have a lot of clients that grounding.
we go into the next question. Thank you, Renee, for
Mhm.
Master Shivaraman. Is Kundalini Yoga available, and can the yoga program be valid for beginners?
Yes, we have a Kundalini Yoga, very authentic, very traditional style of Kundalini Yoga we do have in our resort, in our sanctuary, as well as the yoga practice which we are tailoring for the guests are beginners friendly. And of course, if intermediate, advanced guests when they come, we tailor the practice according to them.
Thank you. A more commercial type of question you might, Renee, respond to. If booking Dwarika Sanctuary
Yes.
through bed banks like Beds Online offers rates for junior suite half board, do these rates include
Yeah.
wellness programs, or are these tailored on arrival and paid locally?
No, the price includes all everything. So food, drinks, all
Amazing. So
experiences.
it's a full board stay, no matter the type of program they decide to go through. Am I right?
Yes, I mean we do offer certain alcohol in certain outlets in certain spaces. That's would not be included, but the rest everything is included.
Okay. Okay, interesting. There is one more commercial question, and then I would say we just make a round of leftover questions. This is quite a long one, a lot of travelers, but I get your point, Andrea, and it's a very well raised point. A lot of travelers find amazing properties and trips on social media, blogs, and websites. And so we lose the booking. How do we navigate this? Some properties will ask their guests how they found them during the booking process. And then, by honor, notify the travel advisor and credit them and offer them a commission. But that only works if the traveler, aka the client, the guest, remembers our name and not just I found you on Instagram or somewhere else. So could there be an
Mhm.
incentive that only travel advisors can offer in order to get the clients to book with us? Do you, I would say here the question might be, are you open to offer incentive to clients who are behind the scenes and they might send you an email and say, look, I have referred you to a certain client, but I'm not sure he's finally going to book through me. Can you still honor me a commission? Are you open to that, Rene?
Yeah, we're open to that. So we work on commission basis, but we also work on preferential contracting. So the rates that the direct client finds are not going to be similar to the rates that the agent finds. So it'll be always more beneficial to book directly to an agent than to book it with us directly if you look from a price point. Secondly, if the client books us directly and there is an evidence that this has been come to through an agent, we are more than happy to pay a commission according to our commission structure.
Thank you. Sounds beautiful. A question from Bash, but how long is a typical day in terms of start and end of activities? I think we kind of responded to this. And then there's one more question, which refers to which tour operators they can book through. We will get back to you with a brief list of tour operators you can book both of these properties according to your latitude, if it sounds right, Fiona. Do you want to respond to how long the typical day in terms of activities is?
Yeah, so normally our first activity starts around 7 to 7:30, and the last activity can be a sundowner, which is, it's about six depending on the season we are in, between 5 and 6 o'clock. So it's a pretty full day, but like I said, it's going to be altered according to your meeting with the Ayurvedic doctor and according to what pace you want to go at. So you can really make your day very, very full, or you can really keep it very, very brief. It really depends on, you know,
Makes
your
sense.
personal journey.
Makes sense. A last question. Those who do not want to meditate are still welcome by you, right? And they
Of
can
course.
have a more leisure stay. Is that the same for you, Antonello and Dr. Di Salvio? So if you have guests wanting to be more at leisure, I guess they have access eventually to not just alcohol-free venues, but they are given a little bit more space. If you can unmute you, please.
So, if guests would like to come, even just to relax, they don't want not to follow the medical program or other programs that are based on regeneration or physical activity, there is no such problem for us. For the alcohol, we are a little bit more strict, but in some selected cases, we can have some options.
Okay, perfect. I guess it
My
responds.
suggestion is always to have at least one first medical visit, one electrocardiogram, and one measurement of the blood pressure, just to be sure that
Just to make sure we're ministering to the right people.
Sure.
Right, makes sense. So can clients reach out, work with you post-retreat for follow-up, self-care advice for their retreat? I guess so, right?
Sure. We offer even Zoom call after 7 days, 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months, based on the outcome of the blood test, based on the outcome of the microbiota or other kind of genetic test. Then all the guests received my private number and the email of the other doctor, so they could contact me whenever they want to have even a quick chat or another Zoom call that are not set, not booked in advance.
Perfect. Thank you so much, all of you. I unfortunately have to say it's time to wrap up, but I think we all leave this webinar filled with a lot of thoughts around these two different approach and how much transformative they can be. Thanks for watching. I just want to highlight that you will have the chance to win an amazing stay at one of these properties if you please take 1-2 minutes of time to respond to the quiz that has been popped in the webinar chat, but at the same time you will be receiving it by tomorrow. And I want to remember to you, should we have not responded to all the questions, those together with the answers will be published in our section What We Do on the webinar, so you won't miss them. There you will find the contacts of all our panelists, and you will find also the presentations that have been shared today, and more to come. I wish to say I was really flattered to have all of you connecting with us today. And please stay tuned, because in 1 month, on the 22nd of May, we will have another beautiful webinar. This time we move to Turkey with Six Senses Kaplankaya. And registrations are already open at the same section of our website. So thank you all, and wish you lots of well-being.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.